Hey, all right. Yes, sir.
Here is Savannah. We've got health challenges here. Our children are at risk of developing high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, and other preventable diseases. Citizens, we got a problem. We got to admit that we're not as healthy as we can be. Now let's see if we can't come together as a community to address these challenges. There is a leadership institute on youth education and families at the National League of Cities in combination with the American Association of School Administrators. And that gave us the opportunity to network with other cities, to exchange information, and to learn from the best practices.
I heard about the two organizations coming together to start looking at healthy policies. I kind of raised my hand like a little kid in the classroom, and I said, wow, we want to be a part of that. We were able to get that technical assistance that we were looking for to really look at some policies and some practices that had been in place for numbers of years.
One of the things that we've been working on is replacing sodas and junk food in the schools.
It's a policy change, and when I say no, we're going to change those, you get pushback. But you know what? Kids will get what is in the machine. We're gradually changing tradition.
Today we're going to be doing the PACER test.
Looking at the fitness test that we're doing, I think it's as important as the state academic test. It tells us a lot about the child. It helps to make the child more aware of their body. I'm still not satisfied with the amount of time that we allow children for physical education and health. But when it becomes a priority, those issues can be resolved.
We want to continue partnering with the school district to try to make sure that as they build new schools, that they become community schools where the gyms can be used by the community.
This is one that I'm excited about.
We're making about a $70 million investment on this picture alone, creating schools that not only educate our kids from 7:30 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but become hubs of the community.
There are a lot of things that we're trying to do to encourage a healthier lifestyle. We know the importance of eating fresh produce in our communities, especially our low-wealth communities. People don't have access to fresh food. You have to have a sustainability plan, and that's what we're working on.
The Food Desert Study was commissioned by the City of Savannah. This was a tool that we could actually learn, do we have access to healthy foods? We could then start making plans to do some modification to policy and to zoning. So when did we come to you? Do you remember to talk about Forsyth Park?
It was about a year ago.
We had a policy that prohibited vending in our major park, the Forsyth Park.
We wanted to have a farmer's market there every week, so individuals would come to the park and buy their fruits and vegetables there.
So we said that we could change the policy that prohibited this kind of vending, and we made that policy change, and it's been an overwhelming success. To add an incentive to it, we worked to get the EBT cards doubled. So you spend $5 and you will get an extra $5 of produce.
Let's talk about the Pizza Garden for a minute. This is the Pizza Garden.
They look like pizzas.
And what?
Shaped like a pizza.
Well, are y'all ready to put some plants in the ground?
Yeah.
That's the oregano. Oregano is always in pizza sauce. This is actually designated a food desert, so there's not a whole lot of fresh produce in this area. They have to travel a good ways just to have access in the inner city to fresh food.
We have a lot of open space in our community, and one of the things that we want to do is to allow people to grow their own.
The city's really been incredibly supportive. This is the second time that they've helped us break ground on a community garden.
people always say, you can't do this and you can't do this unless we get some extra money. A lot of it is just looking at your policies and practices and changing them. If you look at the country, there is a groundswell of awareness now around being healthier.
Look at all the bicycles over there being used.
People are bicycling and they walk a lot, they go to the market. And we see more and more of this every day.
As your chief elected official, let me do all that I can to bring the different groups together to move in this direction. I think that's an obligation of a mayor that really cares about the people in their community.